Hi everyone, this is Councillor Brian Hook. I'm the Mayor of Hepburn Shire Council, and I'm giving you a quick update on the council meeting that we held last night, the 19th of September. And there were some really important large items on the agenda last night. In no particular order, we are terribly pleased to have adopted the Affordable Housing Strategy and Action Plan that was passed unanimously. That's an extensive piece of work that councillors and council officers and a significant number of people right across the community have been involved in for quite some time now. We are really hoping that the 26 actions identified in that plan will help address the housing crisis that we have right across the Shire. And one of the significant aspects of that is that we really must continue our advocacy to federal and state governments. They're the ones that really have to do the heavy lifting at their level of government. We will do as much as we possibly can, but it's really going to be relying on them as well. We also have paved the way for the FOGO implementation, the Food and Organic Waste program that councils must abide by 2030. We are looking to introduce that new service sometime between February and June next year. So no immediate changes. There will be an extensive education program to help the community understand what you really should put in your landfill bin, what goes in the recycling bin and what goes in the FOGO bin. So watch out for more news on that. That's a really important sustainability initiative. It's really aimed at reducing what we put into landfill as a community. We also adopted the financial statements last night for the financial year ended 30 June 23. The good news out of those statements, we had a $14.6 million capital works program last year. That's big, not only in number of dollars, but the number of projects completed and underway. That's all about building and renewing infrastructure that council uses to deliver services and facilities to the community. That was a really good news story. The financial statements also show the impact of the storms and floods on the Shire. You know, we've spent nearly $14 million so far repairing roads and other assets damaged in storms and floods. Unfortunately, we haven't got all the money we need out of relief funding from the state government in particular. That's had an impact on the financial statements and our cash position, but we are hoping to receive up to 90% of what we've spent on the roads. The financial position remains tight, of course, as it does for so many organisations and levels of government, but we will soldier on and do a long-term plan now, prepare a long-term financial plan, and that will help indicate what sort of capital works we can do into the future and what sort of funding sources we need. And a really important another initiative we took last night was to introduce a register. This is a recommendation that comes from the local government inspectorate, and other councils have picked up on it. And it's a register that's aimed at anti-corruption, and it's aimed at maintaining the integrity of the planning processes. So going forward, councillors will and must put onto the register details of every meeting and every interaction that we have with developers, applicants and objectors in the planning process. So that just adds to the transparency and will help protect councillors as well and make sure that the system works the way it should without any undue interference. So it was a big meeting last night. FOGO, affordable housing, the financials, to name but a few, and there'll be much more again next month. So stay tuned and keep well and enjoy the spring weather. Thanks.